In this video, I'm gonna briefly explain with science why you should quit drinking alcohol or why you should not start drinking it in the first place. But before we start, I just want to tell a very short story. Um, and so last week I was at the beach with my friends, and which we usually do at summer, and in the Scandinavian, which is where I am, we have this sort of like a holy day or like a party where it's like in the midsummer we gather sort of like um, burnable things that has washed up on the beaches during the winter and spring floods. And we gather it all to a big pile and we light it on fire and everyone gather around, and it's a nice time with family and friends. And so the day before that I was at the beach with my friends, and they were asking me about um, it was a girl actually who asked me what I was gonna do. And I said that I was gonna be with my family and I didn't really have any specific plans. And she said that they were gonna go to a place and drink some, and I could come if I wanted. She didn't say we were gonna join together at this place. She didn't say we were gonna have a party at this place. She specifically said we are gonna go drinking. And she is I think 15 or 16 years old, and she's a year younger than me. And it just explains how the drinking culture is around the teenagers these days, especially here in Europe and Scandinavia. I think the drinking culture is quite big, but it's just like you're going to a place specifically just to drink. That's how they talk about it themselves, and I don't really like that. And I've never drunken any alcohol myself my whole life, and I don't want to, which is why I'm gonna explain in this video. But um, I also know a lot of my friends and also a lot of people from my class and my school are out drinking literally every single weekend of the year, and many of them have been drinking since they were 13, 14 years old. um, but okay, so the science-based um, let's say the reasons for why you shouldn't drink is that alcohol is a toxic, it is poisonous, um, and also in the conversion from alcohol to something that your body can digest, your body produces an even more toxic molecule, which alcohol and this other molecule, they kill and damage your cells. So you literally kill your own body when you drink alcohol. Also, alcohol is fat and water soluble, which means that it can pass through um, any cells and organs in your body. So that is also why you feel drunk, because it can go into your brain. Your brain has this barrier which prevents harmful chemicals and molecules to influence your brain, but alcohol can pass through this barrier, so that is why you feel drunk. And it's also why your let's say when you drink, your prefrontal cortex, which this is called, is part of your brain in your forehead, which controls much of your impulse control and judgment. That is one of the first things that shuts down when you drink alcohol, and that's why people will, for example, drive recklessly, or dance, or talk to people they usually don't talk to, because their impulse control is turned off. Okay, so your all the cells in your body will get damaged, or not all your cells in your body, of course, because then you will be dead, but um, any type of cell in your body will be damaged when you drink alcohol, because the alcohol can pass through and get to any cell. It is not discriminant of which cells it harms, so it can harm any cell. Also, it passes through to your brain, so it harms your brain, and it is shown that if you are a chronic drinker, which is less than it sounds. Chronic drinker means that you drink on average more than 1 or 2 drinks per day of the week. So it doesn't have to be every day, but on average, so 7 drinks a week, and that is way less than many of my friends drink. So they will perhaps have 7 on Friday and 7, 8 on Saturday, and that is 14 a week. So it's more than a chronic drinker, and it's shown that if you are a chronic drinker, the literal physiology of your brain will be altered by the alcohol. So your brain will be different, and that is at our age, our brain isn't even fully developed yet. So you're drinking a toxic thing that um, damages and alters the way your brain is, and I think that is a very bad way to do things. But it is also shown that your brain, the nerves in your brain and the cells of your brain are also damaged, and they can die and they alter. So we have a limited amount of nerve cells and cells, brain cells in our brain, and they will never regrow or reproduce. So when you lose them, you lose them for good. Now another thing alcohol does is it kills bacteria. Of course, we know this because we've used it to kill corona, although that's a virus, for 3 years now. Yeah, so it kills bacteria, and it also kills any type of bacteria. So it also kills the good bacteria that is in your gut. So it can really harm the balance of your gut microbiome, and that is also linked again to your brain and your well-being. And it in bro science terms, it generally fucks up your health. So we talked about that it harms any cell of your body, harms your gut microbiome, it hurts your brain cells. Wait, there was something more. I just forgot it. Wait, I'll be back. Okay, so the last major thing that is a science-based reason why I personally don't drink alcohol, and I personally don't feel like I'm going to start drinking alcohol in any time soon, but it is also why I don't think you should drink alcohol. It is that it is shown that if you drink more than, or for every 10 grams of alcohol that you drink every day for the week, so again that is on average, so it doesn't have to be every day, but at least 70 grams of alcohol per week is shown to increase the risk of you getting cancer by 4 to 13, not percent, but times. So 4 to 13 sorry, times more likely to get cancer if you drink 70 grams of alcohol every week. Now that is very substantial. 10 grams of alcohol is equivalent to a medium-sized glass of wine or medium to large beer. Now, again, as I said, even people my age drink way more than that. So they are 4 to 13 times per 10 grams. So if you drink twice as much, if you drink on average 20 grams per day, you will have an 8 to 26 times higher likelihood of getting cancer. Now, it was shown that breast cancer is what you are most likely to get from it, and luckily I'm a boy, and I guess most of you watching are also boys or men. So luckily we are less likely to get breast cancer, but we also have breast tissue. So it is something to look out for. But the reason is cancer is when your cell grows uncontrollably. And as I said, alcohol destroys or disrupts your cells, and also that includes the DNA in your cells. So that is the link between drinking alcohol and getting cancer. It really makes sense when you look at the biology of it. So just to recap, you damage your cells in your body, you damage the gut microbiome, that is very important for your overall health. You damage your brain, which will never regrow its brain cells, but it's important to note that you can, if you stop drinking for, it said 2 to 6 months, but ideally longer, you can regain some of the function that is lost with chronic drinking. So something to keep in mind. If you have been drinking, it's still hope if you stop, and to stop drinking. Best case scenario, never drink again, but you know, addiction and thing can be hard. But it messes up your brain, and lastly, you are way more likely to get cancer from it. Some people even say that drinking a beer is as bad as smoking a few cigarettes, although that is a subject that is debated. But anyway, I hope that this video helps to understand why I personally have never tasted alcohol and never, or I've tasted and taken a sip here and there. I know how it would taste, but I have never drinking anything, and I don't plan to drink anything in the future either. Although my friends always tell me, "Oh, so looking forward to when you get 18 and when you can drink," and they, but yeah, I don't wanna give in to the peer pressure that they are taking on me, and I don't think you should too. We are strong, and we can stand up for ourselves and say no if we feel that that is the right choice. And I really hope this video can help you make the right choice.